This is Breakthrough Tips, Tools, and Insights for Life. I'm your host, Sharon, and I'm so glad you joined me today. Thank you so much. I believe that I've got some life transforming information for you, and I'm so excited. So today, I'm talking about steps. I'm here to hold your hands and help you walk through your life's purpose. Now, everyone wants to succeed in life or accomplish their purpose, but everyone is not willing to do what it takes basically to succeed. And those who make the decision to do what it takes, well, sometimes they don't quite know what steps to take to succeed in their purpose. So today we are starting a new series on helping you walk step by step in your purpose. But before we begin, if this is your first time joining me, thank you. You make me want to be here because you inspire and encourage me. And as much as I bring to you, I must tell you, you give to me. Because when I am having a challenging week, and I come here, I'm encouraged by you. So thank you so much. Again, this is Breakthrough. I'm sharing tips, tools, and insights for life. I'm asking you to share, like, give me some love, give me some hearts, and subscribe to Breakthrough, the page, and to my YouTube channel. That's Sharon A. Joseph on YouTube. So please do that. And also, if you've got a story that you'd like to share with me, would you email me, tell me about it? And I'd love to hear about it. And if you are challenged in finding ways to accomplish your purpose, I also want to help you with that. So do feel free to email me at breakthroughtti, that's breakthroughtti@gmail.com, and tell me what your breakthrough story is all about. And I'd love to interview you or to hear your story and see if I can help you walk through, or maybe even have you come as a guest. I'm yet to have guests, live in my new little studio, but eventually I will get there. Keep me in prayer about that. And again, I remind you to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. That's Sharon A. Joseph on YouTube, or Sharon A. Joseph DTM, something like that. So again, today we are talking about steps to succeed in your purpose. And in case you're thinking that it's too late for me to accomplish my purpose, can I tell you, stop. Please stop. Take a breath. Hold it, hold it, hold it, release. Now, if you can still take a breath, if you're still with me, if you can still see, if you can still hear, and if you're still breathing, it's not too late for you to accomplish your purpose. It's just not. So if you're alive, basically, you can succeed and accomplish your purpose. Fact is, you're already a success and a winner. And I know it's hard to believe because you feel like, oh my goodness, Sharon, if you only knew the things I've been through. Can I tell you, you're still a winner. And why? Because in order to be conceived, in order for an egg to be conceived, in order for your mother's egg to conceive you, your father released about 1 million or 1 million or 1 billion. I think it's 1 million. 1 million sperms. 1 million. And out of the 1 million, goodness, what's going on? Why do I want to cough for some reason? Sorry. No, I'm spilling water on my clothes. So the bottom line is, your father released 100 million sperms. That's weird. But out of that 100 million, you came. That tells me that you beat 999,999 sperms in order for you to get to your mother's egg and to germinate and then to grow in her womb for 9 months or 6 or 8 or however long you were there. So even if you were a preemie, fact is, you won. You're here. You're breathing. You're alive. So you started off life as a winner, period, bar none. So in case you're wondering about if I have a purpose, the fact that you're here, yes, you do. So you're wondering then, what is the first step you need to take in walking in your purpose? Well, I'm diving directly into this because I hope to have a shorter program today and do it as a series so we can do this for the rest of the year. And by the way, this is the week of Thanksgiving, so I hope you have the attitude of gratitude, because can I tell you, that is the one thing that will take you from where you are to anywhere you want to be, that attitude of gratitude. So let's continue. So what's the first step in you succeeding in your purpose? It's simple. Succeeding in your purpose, that specific thing that you were created to do, is knowing and believing that you have a purpose. I said it again. The very first step, I'm here to help you walk in your purpose, to succeed as you walk in your purpose. But if you don't know that you have a purpose, or if you don't believe that you have a purpose or believe in the purpose that you have, it's difficult to walk in purpose. So the first step in you succeeding as you walk in your purpose is knowing and believing that you have a purpose, that you can and that you can accomplish it. That's really critically important, that you're a winner, that you're not a mistake, that you're not a loser, that even if your parents told you so, because can I tell you, I've heard of so many parents telling children that you were a mistake. The fact that you're here, you're not a mistake. I mean, God, your creator, determined that despite what your mother had to go through, that he wanted you here, and you're here. So fact is, you're here. That means you have a purpose, and the first step in walking in that purpose is knowing that you have a purpose and believing in purpose that you have that desire to accomplish. You're not a loser. No matter what your parents or anyone else may have told you. You may have been bullied like I was, but you're still not a loser. You may have been a stutterer or couldn't do many things well, but can I tell you, you're still not a loser. And sometimes the purpose in which we were created to accomplish, it's not always known. No one is born as a baby just knowing that this is my purpose. No, your purpose is something you grow into. You learn as you go, and you find, you discover as you search yourself, as you search for your owner's manual, as you go back and say, hey, creator, you created me. Help me discover why you created me and help me to walk in that purpose. That's really critical. Despite what anyone says to you. You know, I've been told in so many different ways that I'm not good enough. When I was stuttering and couldn't say my name is Sharon in one sentence, or when I couldn't enunciate who, what, when, where, why, because I couldn't enunciate W's, the letter W and S were my two most difficult letters. When I was at that point, I was feeling like I was a nobody, no confidence, no anything. But can I tell you, despite how you feel, it doesn't change your purpose. Fact is, only you can accomplish your purpose. Let me repeat that. Only you can accomplish your purpose. I cannot accomplish your purpose, no matter how much we may be alike or how much we can do maybe the same things in a similar way. I could never accomplish your purpose. You and I are different. We are different for a purpose. We are different because our purposes are different. Because the way we impact this world it was created to be different. And that is so critical to know and understand, because many times we don't know that and we feel out of place. We feel like we don't belong because we are not like everyone else. The value that you bring, the value of who you are, is not in what you have in common with everyone else. No, the value, the true greatness of who you are is in the things in which you are different. So examine the things where you realize that you're so different than anyone else and think, could this be my purpose? Do I have to grow, nurture, learn more about this area to accomplish my purpose? We need to know and believe that we have a purpose before we can accomplish that purpose or walk successfully in that purpose. Okay, this is Breakthrough, and even this program has a purpose. Breakthrough was created to help you live and learn and walk with passion and purpose, to let you know that there is excellence in you, there's greatness in you, and it's not just a one and done thing. It's the program that helps you to understand that even when you make mistakes, that your purpose is still there and you can still do great things. Mistakes are there to help you know what not to do next time. I'll repeat that. Mistakes are there to help us know what not to do the next time. So when we make a mistake now, instead of never doing that thing again because, oh my God, oh my gosh, I made a mistake. No, learn from your mistake and start over. That's what I've been doing all my life. Fact is, if I had just sat back and said and say, well, oh my gosh, I can't speak well, I'm not gonna try or learn, I wouldn't be here right now. It's because when I kept stuttering and failing and people embarrassing me and teasing me and bullying me, I decided that I'm not just going to stop. I'm going to continue trying and learning. And that's what this program is all about. Taking the steps necessary on a daily basis to help you accomplish that one, or it could be more than one, but that one main purpose in which you were created for. Now, just a brief reminder regarding our purpose. No matter who you are, where you came from, what language you speak, or level of influence or affluence or religion you ascribe to, no matter what life experiences you have, or your talents, or your physical abilities, or your inabilities, no matter your current role, no matter what you think of yourself, you have a purpose. That is so critical. If you don't get anything else in this program and you got that, I think you'd be walking in the direction of your purpose, and that, I believe, I would feel success based on that. And so, as I mentioned, this broadcast also has a purpose. No matter what, I may not do a program and feel good about it one day. I'll be like, man, I missed that, or I forgot to tell them something, or I didn't like how I look, or I did something silly. I could think that, but fact is, that's what breakthrough, that's what living in purpose is all about. It's having a passion great enough to overcome mistakes and continue going. It's about creating something out of you, bringing something out of you that can impact this world. So that purpose you're thinking about right now, that you believe that you can use in a greater way to impact this world and be a blessing to your own family and life, whatever you're thinking about right now, if you decide to do it passionately, like that is the thing you live, dream, breathe, sleep, and think about. If you decide to do it passionately, that is your purpose. And if you walk confidently in it, you cannot be anything else but successful. And that's what this program, again, is all about too. It's about helping you recognize that your mind, this thing between our two ears, is our most valuable asset. If we just remember that one thing, and the second thing to remember is that you are your greatest investment. We may have kids, and we may think, well, our kids are our greatest investment, or my house, or my stocks, or my bonds, or my job. No, you are. Because as you invest in you, you make yourself, the investments you put in you, it kind of reciprocates, because the people around you, it multiplies. The people around you now get part of that investment, and they learn and grow. So don't discount your mind and keep investing in yourself. Know that nothing that was made without a purpose. And as I go through these steps to succeeding in your purpose, I would remind you about some key points like this one. Nothing that was made without a purpose. And the fact that you're here means that you have something to do. And if you don't like what you're doing right now, reconsider. Many of us find jobs, and we stay in that jobs for the rest of our lives. We are unhappy, we are miserable, we feel anxious, and we start taking blood pressure medication because every time we think of going in, we think about how unhappy we are, but yet still we keep doing the same thing. And do you know what? That's what insanity is. Doing the same thing expecting a different result. So if you're on a job and you just feel miserable daily, and you're wondering, is this the place I'm supposed to be? Maybe not. Many times we become discouraged because we are so focused on the destination that we forget to accomplish the purpose in the middle, to focus on the journey, the process of becoming. Your purpose is in your journey. So if it is you're in a job that's not fulfilling in any way other than just enough money to pay a mortgage, and many times when we feel like that on jobs, the fact is we may just be making enough to keep us from quitting, but not enough to really make us successful or truly help us walk in purpose. So evaluate your job. I'm not saying leave yet. Reevaluate your job. Look inside you for the purpose in which you were created to accomplish, or start working on those things that you believe could be your purpose on the outside, and developing those skills or that area of your life. And as you become more established in that area, eventually your purpose would push you out of your job, because it will require so much time and give you so many benefits that you'd realize that this one is overtaking this job that you hate so much. So don't discount your job. Don't stop working, but focus on your purpose, that thing you're passionate about in your spare time or at home. Remember that your purpose is built on the lives you touch along the way. Your purpose is built on the lives you touch along the way. If I'm touching your life in one way or another, you're helping me. That's helping me to accomplish my purpose. As I touch your life, my purpose is being built as well. So don't discount the people who are in your path. Your journey to your purpose is a journey, not a destination. I'll repeat that. Your purpose is a journey, not a destination. Many times we work so hard. For example, I'll think of a mortgage. Many times people work so hard that they're just working to pay a mortgage, versus working to enjoy life, live in the house, enjoy the house, and then the end of 30 years the mortgage is paid off. But the journey, you enjoyed family, you enjoyed children, you were not mad every time thinking about paying a mortgage. What I'm saying to you is, don't discount the journey of life, because it's in the journey your purpose is established. Think about it. Your destination is when you hit the grave, or when you're no longer breathing, right? When you were born with purpose, and the time in between when you were born and when you stop breathing, that's where your purpose lie. So don't just think about the destination. Oh, when I stop working, or when I get to this age. No, you're missing out on your purpose. So again, you've got to know that you have a purpose. You've got to believe in that purpose, and know that everything that's happening along the way in your life is actually part of your purpose, especially when you're purpose driven, when you're purpose focused. Your purpose is built on the lives you touch along the way. Your purpose is built on the challenges you face along the way, the failures you face along the way on a daily basis. If I didn't fail in speaking, if I wasn't so embarrassed so many times when I was growing up or being teased, maybe I wouldn't be sitting here today. And I know that my life is impacting and touching many other lives. And that's why when I go out, even to Walmart, the people I meet along the way, I take it as though they were sent specifically for me to touch their life, because they are part of my purpose, because I could learn something from them in that 30-second that I may have with them that can help me for the next step in my purpose. So don't discount the people who come to you or who are in your life, or even on this broadcast. I know it's beneficial to you. So then now use the things you're hearing and do something about it to impact your life and the people around you. Because the foundation of your purpose is built on every decision you make on a daily basis. Again, your foundation, the foundation of your purpose, it is built on every decision you make on a daily basis, to the things you do, if you do it or not do it, whether it's done right or wrong. even when it's not easy or popular to do, you need to do things that would help you walk in purpose. So you may be asking, when life doesn't go in the road or that you think of your purpose, what do you do? When you face challenges in life and you don't know what to do, Sharon, is that also part of my purpose? Yes, my dear. Yes, it is part of our purpose. Can I tell you the challenges I've faced in life? Can you imagine growing up and being told you don't have a father? Now, I know that I'm here. I know that my mother didn't have me alone. So fact is, do I keep believing that and feel like a nobody, or do I keep moving forward? I'm going to share my full life story with you on one of these episodes. But can I tell you, no matter what challenge you face, if you think of it as part of life, part of your purpose, and not discount it, but think, what can I learn from this? And how can I help someone else in this process? Your fact is, your challenges are there to help you learn, grow, and mature. Your challenges are there to help you learn, grow, and mature. The challenges I've faced in my life and still are facing, they're helping me mature. Am I going to get bitter or am I going to get better? And that's a decision you always have to make. The growth for our purpose is in the now. The decisions we make right now. The growth for our purpose is in the now. When I started this broadcast just now, I was almost coughing, like something just got in my throat. And I could have said, okay, do you know what? I have a sore throat or something is coming, itching my throat. Just stop going live and go get some warm water or something like that. Instead, I had a bottle of water here. I hate to be drinking out of it on air, but I'm like, okay, my throat, I need some water, I'll drink it. And continue. Versus going offline. So the challenges we face, we've got to deal with them in the now, because in the now there's growth, there's learning, there's maturity that we don't get any other way. So don't discount your challenges. Live in the moment. Appreciate the challenges you go through as learning experience. Appreciate what's in the now, because you can never get this moment back. There's no other way to accomplish your purpose but in the now. Why? There's no going back to what used to be or the good old days. You may have thought of it as good old days, but if you really be honest with yourself, there was so many challenges in those so-called good old days. You could never go back to them. So don't try driving forward looking in your rearview mirror. You'll crash. Fact is, you will crash, right? And you can never get to your destination just looking back. So continue moving forward. Figure out how to get over whatever issues you're facing instead of thinking about all the good old days. These are all steps to help you succeed in your purpose. I promise you. So the next one is to focus on today. What can you do to positively impact your world today? Knowing that today is a gift, it's not, and that tomorrow is not promised, and that yesterday is gone. What can you do today to help you walk purposefully in your purpose? Now, believing in your purpose is believing that you're valuable. Believing in your purpose is believing that you're valuable. You've got to. Because if you don't believe that you're valuable, you'd mistreat yourself. That's just a fact. It's knowing or believing that your creator didn't make a mistake when he created you, when he made you, or that he didn't create you to leave you. Fact is, you don't need to buy insurance to know that. Fact is, you've got the assurance in you that your creator is with you, that he lives inside of you, because you can see, hear, think, breathe, you're alive. And if you're alive, your creator's stamp is on your life and he's living inside of you. So as long as you're breathing, he's giving you what you need to accomplish your purpose. So what's step one in walking, in succeeding in your purpose? Again, Sharon, step one is, whatever you do, you've got to know and believe. I'll repeat. You've got to know and believe. Step one in what you need to know to succeed in your purpose. The most important step, I think, is to know and believe that you have a purpose. Know and believe that you have a purpose. And it comes back to the thing I say on every broadcast. It starts in your mind, because it's in your mind you make a decision or you believe. It's in your mind where your thinking processes take place. And when you think and you know something, you don't believe something if you don't know it. So you've got to think. And once you think and you realize, a great person, a great God created me and he has a purpose for me. Once you know that and you believe that, you would start investing in yourself. And by doing that, you'd be identifying or understanding that you've got a purpose and you're valuable. Why? Because as a man thinks, so is he. As a man thinks, so is he. Your knowledge or what you think you know comes from what you think. And I'm saying it in different ways to help you really get it, right? Because what you think or what others have told you, what you believe based on what others told you, you hold on to that belief now, and then that forms your thinking. And that's really critical, because many times many of us are not walking in purpose because we believed a lie that someone told us. Believing and knowing. So you could know that you have a purpose, know that you have a great creator living in you, but if you believe the lies of someone else, well, you'll never be anybody. Why are you even trying? Who do you think you are? Or if you believe those lies, you'd never try. And you would never accomplish your purpose or walk in the steps in which you're supposed to take to succeed. You've got to know and believe that you were born a winner. And because you were born a winner, you cannot die a loser. You cannot. You just cannot. The word says that we perish or we are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. And that's in Hosea 4:6. What does that really mean? It means that if we believe the wrong things, right, we will perish based on the wrong belief. So we are destroyed or we perish for the lack of knowledge. So after knowing and believing, Sharon, what's next? Well, after knowing and believing that you have a purpose and that you have identified your purpose, the one thing you need to know and believe is to develop a plan. Basically, I'm going around. The essence is, you have a purpose. You believe that you have a purpose and that you're valuable. The next, first of all, stick with it. Stick with what you know. Don't just go trying to find different purposes, because let's say lights were made to give illumination. A microphone was made to amplify your voice. If I tried to use a microphone as a pen, it wouldn't work. So you can't just try to be jumping from one purpose to another. You've got to identify your purpose, recognize its value, and stick with it. I have this analogy here of these apple seeds that I've been holding on to. If you can, yes, you can see them. If I planted this apple seed, I wouldn't get a tomato. And the funny thing is, everything that there is, there's a stamp on it, right? If I planted these apple seeds, I wouldn't get a tomato. Also, if I planted these apple seeds and I kept uprooting it every few months, every few weeks, every few years, I wouldn't get apples. So in order to get the fruits of the seeds that are inside of you, you've got to plant yourself in one thing. Understand what your purpose is, and then refine that purpose and continue refining it, because that's when the fruit will come out. It's like planting those apple seeds, and then you keep fertilizing it, and then eventually apples will come out of it. So too with your purpose. You've got to understand, once you know what your purpose is, you believe this is the one thing that you believe God has called you to do, now start fertilizing that, learning all you can about it, investing in yourself, learning from other people. And once you do that, once you've done that, you'd realize, I'm growing. A friend of mine, I saw some Christmas decorations. I mean, she just does it so beautifully and so naturally. It looks like a magazine. And I'm thinking to myself, does she know that she's gifted in this area? I actually sent her a message saying, hey, we need to talk, because the fact that she's so good at doing this, decorating for any season, she decorates, and she does it so well. Many times people are telling us that we are good at something, but because we are so naturally good at it, we tend to we tend to think, well, it's just nothing. I just do it, it's just nothing. No, don't discount the great thing that is in you. If something is easy for you, it may be difficult for someone else. And that could be your purpose, to work in that area, because your purpose is not supposed to be difficult. It's not supposed to be hard. And if you don't know what your purpose is, don't make a permanent decision based on temporary challenges. If you don't know what your purpose is, find help. Find someone who can help you. Ask your friends and family. Think about the things that get you mad or angry, and that in that area there, what you feel, the things you feel passionate about. That's when you would know, that's where you'd know that, maybe there's something, maybe my passion does lie in this area. Your destiny is too important for you to take your purpose casually, okay? Consider all the things you've been through, the challenges you've been through, because in the messes you've been through, maybe your message or your testimony, think about your testimony. Your testimony could be, your purpose could be wrapped up in your testimony, like it is mine. My testimony is that I couldn't speak. And I said, God, if you created me, if you made me with a purpose, then you can fix me. Because car dealers fix cars all the time. And if he's a great creator and he made me, then he can fix me. So that's my testimony. And fact is, I couldn't speak. I literally couldn't. I stuttered so badly. People know that. But I did something. I didn't just rest and say, well, that's it. I'm broken. Forget about me. No, I did something. Can you imagine learning to read and enunciate words from a dictionary and a Bible? Who does that? But I did. I didn't know that it was working towards my purpose. I'm saying to you as well, whatever your challenges were or whatever your challenges are, your purpose is wrapped up in there. I'm giving you steps to succeeding in your purpose, but I'm also reminding you, in case you haven't found your purpose yet, that it could be wrapped up in some of the challenges that you've been through. We said we need to find our purpose in order to be able to walk successfully in life. I know my purpose today, but then, sometimes I have to be reminded that I'm here with a purpose despite all that I've been through or is going through right now. I've been going through a really, really challenging time, and it has to do with another person that I don't quite know how to deal with this issue. And by the way, if you don't quite know what your purpose is, find a mentor, find a coach, a life coach, find someone who can help you identify it. And I'd love to work with you to help you identify and walk in your purpose. But can I tell you, so I've been going through, and by the way, I'm sharing with you, but I also have a coach that's helping me with life issues, right? The essence of growth is to find someone who has grown above your level so that you can learn from them. So I'm saying to you that find someone to help you along the way. It's not always obvious. It's not like a pen. It was made for writing and that's it. Life is slightly different. So you've got to find, identify, and then you'll be able to walk in it. So don't be afraid to find help. Don't be afraid to invest in yourself. Anyhow, so I was sharing with you that I've been going through this really challenging time with one specific person, and I have my coach that's helping me deal with it. And this past week when we met, I said, I am angry. I mean, this has made me so angry. And she was smiling, and I was like, what is so funny? And she said, you are growing. You are about to break out of that challenge because you're angry about it. And I'm thinking, really? So sometimes you've got the very thing that you're angry about is the very thing that can be pushing you into your purpose. Because when my coach told me that, I'm like, oh, I didn't realize that. She said, yes, becoming angry is a step to healing, to moving on, and to walking purposefully in your purpose. Okay, I'll pause right there for today, because when we come back next week, I'll give you step 2 on what's your purpose. Okay, so I'll just give you a little hint. Step 2 is about developing a plan of action. And many times we talk about plans, but people don't quite even know really how to establish a plan. So the first step is knowing and believing that you've got a purpose. And if you haven't found your purpose yet, think about the things that get you so angry, right? Find a life coach, find a mentor, find someone who is where you want to be, and they can help you walk or find your purpose. So next week we'll talk about developing a plan of action to accomplish your purpose or to succeed as you walk in your purpose. Until then, I'd like to pray for you. Father, we are so grateful, oh God, because we know that gratitude determines our altitude. And even as Thanksgiving week is coming up this week, oh God, we thank you for helping us to find reasons to be thankful despite all the challenges that we may be going through. We are so grateful, oh God. Right now, I just want to bless every person who's listening, who would tune in now and in the future. I just declare over their lives, oh God, that you will speak into their lives the explicit purpose, reason why you created them, and help them and give them directions, oh God, as to how and where they should go to accomplish your purpose. I pray that they use the tips, the tools, and the insights I share on this program, Breakthrough, to stir up the gifts in them, to stir up the purpose in which you have deposited in them, the purpose that comes out of the ideas that come to their mind. Father, I pray, oh God, that you will stir up the ideas and the gifts in them and in their families so that they can accomplish their purpose to solve the challenges and the issues of this world and impact this world with the purpose in which you've deposited in them, and do it with love and gratitude. Help us, oh God, to live and lead with passion for our purpose as we choose to live with character, integrity, and a good attitude. Thank you for your many provisions. Many families, oh God, may be in need this week. I pray that you provide or send people who would be a blessing to them. Send destiny helpers their way in the name of Jesus. We thank you, oh God, for those who would share this program, those who tune into it, those who support in any way. We just want to say thank you. My heart is so full of gratitude right now, oh God. And Father, we thank you for helping us to trust you, our Creator, with all of our hearts, no matter what we see, feel, or think. Help us to depend on you, not on what we know or not on our own understanding, oh God, that we trust you and listen to your voice and believe you, knowing that you will show us what to do and how to walk purposefully in our purpose. We are so grateful. And for all these things we ask in Jesus' name, amen. Thank you. I love you. And happy Thanksgiving. Blessings.